Oh, welcome everyone. We're having a wee look today at Orion Office REIT, a real estate investment trust based in the United States and traded on the New York Stock Exchange. I know we're normally doing UK dividends, but this time I decided we should dive over to our friends across the water and have a wee look now. Who are Orion? Orion specialise in the ownership, acquisition, management of a diversified portfolio of office space, mainly in suburban areas, just, outside cities. And this is the key part, they're based on a single-tenant lease. So a bit similar to the likes of another REIT like Stag Industrial. One single tenant occupies the building. And to be honest, that's got a wee bit of criticism since their spin-off. They actually didn't exist until, I think, about 2 years ago. They were a spin-off when Realty Income merged with someone. Versata or for someone. Anyway, they merged, and basically Orion was spun off from Realty Income, who specialise more in, they do office space as well, to my knowledge, but they do mostly residential. Yeah, residential. Anyway, let's have we look into the portfolio of Orion. We've got to have we look here. Now, they're based in not every state in the US, but quite a few, predominantly Texas. Now, who exactly are their tenants? That dips into government services, a few that I recognise here, Walgreens, T-Mobile. We can actually go on a wee bit further to see what industries they belong to. Now, some people think a good bit of diversification is good. Obviously, if any of you watch my UK dividend fund, you know I like diversifying across quite a few industries. And Orion Office REIT seems to be no different. Healthcare, government only makes up 12%, and healthcare is only 12.5%, so no one takes a massive, massive chunk. In fact, the biggest chunk is just other. We've got insurance, we've got software, biotech, and a few other ones. So that's not a bad thing. There is a problem with them, unfortunately. We don't have... I can't just bomb into Trading 212 and show you like their sort of breakdown, because they don't have a lot of... don't have much time to show balance sheets and incomes because they're such a new company. Unfortunately, on their cash flow, they're in the negative. Yeah, they're actually at a net loss this year. The company has had a bit of a rickety start. It's a bit bearish on it because bearish for anyone not knowing, just it's going downhill. Their stock price, we'll jump over to it right now. Over here, ticker symbol ONL. You can see from when they started in November of 2021, they were $25. I think I sold, because I used to have Realty Income shares, I sold my Orion Office ones when they were somewhere between that, because obviously I didn't really know what the company would end up doing. And as you can see, it's been just a decline the whole way. Now, they do have a dividend yield of 3.72%. They only play quarterly though, which is a bit unusual for most REITs, considering Stag, Realty, and lots of other ones are all monthly paying REITs. There are then a few other ones, management are just keeping it to quarterly at the moment. Again, you'd have to do your own research obviously into it, but there's quite a few things going on in the background which could be a good or a bad thing. Maybe them keeping it to quarterly and being a bit conservative about it is good, or it puts investors off. Anyway, in my personal opinion, I believe they will be part of my US dividend portfolio when I eventually come round. I will have videos very soon of me constructing it. In fact, you might be watching this video already, and it's already done. But I'm hoping to get that within the next month. At the moment, we're talking it's August 2022, so I'm hoping by end of August, start of September to start building that portfolio and whatnot. But sticking to Orion here, just so I don't lose track, we're going to jump over to Dividend Max. Now, per share at the moment is sitting at 10 cents. Ex-dividend date is the 29th of September, and declaration date was the 2nd. Now, just for anyone that is unfamiliar with dividend investing, what this means is, if you own the share on the ex-dividend date, so the 29th of September, you will be entitled to get the dividend depending on how many shares you have at that time. Sell your shares before that date, you will not get the dividend. Sell your shares after that date, you will still get the dividend payment into your brokerage account. Declaration date's just the day they announce they're going to do it, and the price of the dividend. That's how we look here. Yeah, as you can see, no annual or anything because they are, again, so new. We can scroll down to the bottom. They have done 3 payments so far, all of which have been 10 cents. Now, you could look at this in a number of ways. And obviously, this channel is not financial advice. It is purely, informative and educational. I am optimistic. Now, a lot of their leases aren't renewing. Well, they don't know. We're unsure as to how many of their leases will actually be renewed in by the end of the year. And obviously, if some of them aren't, they've got to get the tenancies filled in order to continue generating cash flow to pay the dividends. And obviously, being in the loss, that's not great. But we are just exiting the pandemic. Demand for offices was at an all-time low. Maybe it's going to start picking up. Some people are a wee bit bearish on it because of everyone working from home. However, I'm a wee bit more optimistic. I'm a bit more bullish on it. Again, as I said, I will feature them in my portfolio because I've been looking quite a lot into them today. That's what led me to do the video, because they popped up my news feed for some reason. So I decided to investigate, and I thought, do you know what? Dividend video time. Let's jump on over to Trading 212. Unfortunately, all we've got is this. This is all the information we have. There is not much in the way of documents or anything for Orion Office at the moment. Just their chart. But yeah, being down from about... they were only traded $17. How long? Let me bounce over here. $25 on the 5th. Oh, you could only trade them on the 14th of November, so they actually debuted at that. Oh, right. Oh, no, that makes a wee bit more sense. Anywho, as you can see, it's a rough chart for any investors in Orion at the time. I'm sure a lot of people went heavy into it when it released, thinking it was a bargain pick, but maybe it might be a bargain pick now. These are the questions you have to ask, lads. You never know. Could be a diamond in the rough. Office space could pick up. Their fortunes could turn around. You never quite know, but never invest in a company you don't understand. Always do a bit of research into the background of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll leave all the links in the descriptions, obviously, for the likes of their investor page, portfolio, dividend max and whatnot. But it's been a pleasure as always, lads. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you all in the next one.